I'm going to tell you how I started woodworking and how you can too. This is Dave Remade. Now, throughout my life, I had some minor experiences with woodworking, pine wood derby cars, building a birdhouse, making a toolbox out of wood, things like that. When I was in high school, I took wood shop where I got to use a jointer, a planer, a bandsaw, a table saw, a radial arm saw. Probably not the safest. That said, you know, it was just one semester in high school many years ago, and I wouldn't really consider myself starting woodworking then because I didn't really start taking it serious until almost a year and a half ago now. I was in my yard and something said, hey, rip your garage apart and make a wood shop. And then I just started ripping the walls apart. And I had no idea what I was doing. Whatever was driving me, I just followed it. And one thing led to another, and here I am. In order to learn certain things, I started watching YouTube videos, and I started watching YouTubers such as April Wilkerson, Woodworking for Mere Mortals, and Ann of All Trades, make something and then fix this, build that. It just kind of spiraled. I really focused in on the woodworking aspect of all of their videos and really started getting obsessed, and I started purchasing more tools and tools that would be just specifically for woodworking. So during the remodel of the garage, a pandemic happened. So I was at home a lot, and it left me with a lot of thinking to do and a lot of YouTube to watch. Since we weren't going to the movies, we weren't going out, we weren't doing anything, we were staying home. I also was working from home, so I was staring at my house and looking at things that needed to be improved and going, when I'm done with work, I'm gonna rebuild that, or we need this. I built a pantry in the garage. Mobile workbenches, work carts for my tools that I was obsessively buying at this time. I really did not plan on taking woodworking this serious, but I was hooked. As time went on, I just tried to enhance my skills, learn more, purchase books, and just consume all this content and study everything and learn and try to improve myself. I think that anybody can get into woodworking. It's really not that intimidating. I'll be honest, I was intimidated at first, especially using power tools, and you don't want to injure yourself and you have to be very careful. Anyone can do this, so don't feel like you have to have a fully built out shop. Work with what you have and build up from there.
If you don't have any tools, here are 5 that will help you start woodworking today. Number 1, a tape measure, specifically this FASTCAP one. This has a standard and standard reverse rule. It has easy to read fractions up to 1/16 of an inch. It has a built-in pencil sharpener, and you can also write on it. Number 2, a circular saw. A circular saw is lightweight and compact. You can use it to make crosscuts, you can use it to make rip cuts, and they're relatively inexpensive. Number 3, a speed square. You can use it as a straight edge, you can use it to find 90 degrees, you can use it to find 45, and some allow you to scribe lines for rip cuts. You can even use it as a saw guide. Number 4, a drill. You can drill holes and you can screw in screws. There's more you can do with attachments, but that's all I got for now. Number 5, a power sander. Sanding sucks, but using a power sander makes it suck less. Honorable mentions, a miter saw, and the $67,000 programmable sliding table saw with 12-inch touchscreen.
I always recommend to people to start small. Don't try to build a dining room table first. Build a shelf. Build something small. Build something that's practical that you could use on a day-to-day basis. Build something that's not complicated. You can use 2x4s and plywood. Another thing that I recommend to people is to recycle wood. If you have any scrap wood or anybody's getting rid of old 2x4s, take them, try to build something with it. Build a cart for your miter saw, or build a French cleat wall, use it to organize your garage. Those are really good entry projects into woodworking. Another thing that I recommend doing is watch YouTube. my channel, but also many of the other channels that I mentioned before. They are super helpful and I learned a lot from them. I really don't know what I'm trying to get at in this video other than you can start woodworking if you really want to. The worst thing you can do is not try it. So if you want to woodwork and you're nervous about it, start small. Start with really small projects. You don't have to make something crazy elaborate or big to start woodworking. I think that's what prevents a lot of people from doing it. Just start small and simple and go from there. That's what I did. I think it helped me. I made a lot of mistakes, but I learned so much doing that. I think about a mountain climber. They didn't start off with Mount Everest, and if you do, it's probably not gonna end well. So start small, start simple. Don't do anything that's too intimidating where you're gonna not actually start the project. Paralysis by analysis is something that you want to avoid, and I'm trying to deal with it myself because it really makes me not start working on a project because I'm just researching too much, and I get, overwhelmed and I'm like, I don't want to do it at all. Just do something that you can start today. Thank you for watching, and until next time, build something, make a mistake, and stay safe in the shop.